With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set, line, 80. 54
Brady now on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On play action, it's Brady. Jones has it, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second and 9, Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be second and goal.
At the Seahawks 4-yard line. Wait, set, 53! Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Regular.
They'll run it with Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
45. Mike, 45.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
They're not ready for this. They still to learn.
On play action, now Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bruce Irvin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair. So on fourth down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start. To drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
You go tight. You go front. You got tight right there. Hey, check Mike 45. Hey. Let's go, D.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Hey, alert. Rip right. Check 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is brought in by Gibson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Let's go, Abby. Tell me what you got. What you got, Abby? What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some. 14. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Not here.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. That means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Sugar! 54, Mike, 54 seconds.
On second and 11 now. Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Brady now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing is Wilson, and he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
Gain of 34 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Wilson. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, watch the ball. 4 down, 4 down. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the line.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go 14.
Now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's got Lockett. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Wilson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing now is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Brady's throw there complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First down. Let's go. Hey, watch it. X3, 218, chop. Check it, reload. Check it, reload.
On play action, it's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On the carry, it's Logan. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch switch! Watch switch! Watch switch! Bang out! Bang out! Bam! Bam!
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, Brady letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Logan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Darren Lee picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here we go.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Check 45. Go. Check 45 to Mike. In your face. 45 to Mike.
On first down, Wilson. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Dorsett's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Check 45. Check 45 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
40. Good job right there.
Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the interception by the Bucks D leads to a touchdown. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Let's go. Check. Watch 54. I'm on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Wait, 20. You.
Brady going to throw here. That's caught by Howard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wilson, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
45. Mike, 45. Right here.
To throw again is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
It's a turnover on downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Buccaneers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.